Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell. I just want to take a minute and talk about Power Lead Systems. You know, the actual primary business I'm doing is Exitus Elite. It's something I've been doing for a couple months now. And, you know, I'd always stayed focused at just the primary business. I've never really focused at, you know, Power Lead Systems per se. I'd always talk about my primary business. I talk about how I build my funnels. And then people that was inside my primary business would use, you know, Power Lead Systems. So I don't know if you've already in Exitus Elite. Maybe you're thinking about Power Lead Systems. Maybe it's Yellow Brick Road, or you know, one of those three connections that you might have found this video. But I just want to let y'all know that when you focus your attention in one direction, things are going to grow in that direction. You know what I'm saying? And I'll give you a good example. For the longest time, I stayed entirely focused at just the, you know, for Exitus Elite. And what happens? My business, you know, runs directly in that. Now, of course, I got some Power Lead System sales as well. But now, for the first time, just like I said, I wanted to point my attention in another direction. Now, I average about 900, 1100 a week in Power Lead Systems. But look at this now. Because of the fact that I have focused using just videos, I'm going to show you the videos I've done lately. Now, today, I've done a little bit of both, talking about Exitus Elite and Yellow Brick Road. But before then, if you notice, I did an awful lot on Power Lead Systems here. Right on it for probably, I'd say, better part of 2 weeks now. At least a week and a half, if not 2 weeks. In that time frame, because of the fact that I stayed focused, you know, just for Power Lead Systems, look at what happened to my sales. Would it have happened if I hadn't decided to make that, you know, that conscious decision that I was going to focus at Power Lead Systems? No, I don't think it would have happened, because that's exactly what happens, y'all, when you put your attention at something. So the ones who are doing 5 different businesses, the ones of y'all who are doing, you know, I joined something, but you know what, I think I'm going to go join this now, stuff like that, you don't give anything the opportunity to really, you know, make the income that it deserves. And some of y'all, I know, please don't ever do this. Don't attack your downline by just throwing different things at them constantly, and hoping to make some money off of it. They never get a chance to play catch up to it, and then they're off to try to do something else until they drop. That's something I can't stand. Now, I'm going to show you something, y'all. When I was 19 years old, my dad was in Amway. Some of y'all might have heard this before. And I wound up reading some of the best books I ever read in my life. Honestly, that got me ready for where I'm at now. Even though I didn't make money back then, you know, I was really too broke, to be honest, to really do anything, you know, with Amway or anything of that nature. It's for the internet. I'm 44 years old. So 19 was a right nice little, you know, ways back 24, 25 years ago. And, but I love to try to figure things out. And I wanted to figure out how Amway worked and things of that nature. So I figured out how the PV and BV were and stuff like that, you know. But the books I read, y'all, they set me on fire. Absolutely. And one of the things, and you know, it's not that I know all the answers, because I don't. It's not like that. But what I do is certain things just make common sense to me. And I think a lot of it's got to do with the books I read back then. And on top of that, think of how much different my little boy is growing up than I did, just because of the things that I focused at from reading these books and teaching him to think the right way. That is a big part, and I do see that in him. He's got a whole lot more confidence. I didn't have to tell him no all the hundreds and thousands of times, you know, that people just do. And I remember as a kid, you know, I was told the same way. The whole point is, I'm going to give you an example, y'all. When you are standing right here, and it's like holding a magnet in your hand, right? Now, these are about reaching goals. It's putting your focus in one direction, okay? One directional focus. And here I am standing here, and I'm holding this magnet in my hand. The magnet is pointing this way. Okay, there's these metal shavings out here. They're way out here, right? And when I'm standing here and I'm focused at this one direction, metal shavings are slowly but surely starting to come at me, right? But what happens is, you quit focusing it this way. You focus over here for a while. Well, you might get some metal shavings coming, but guess what? These ain't moving any closer to you anymore. Excuse me. They're sitting there. And then you come over here and focus at this direction. And here they are sitting right here. The point is, if you would have stayed focused in the first place, in the right place. They would have came to you. The goals that you're looking for are starting to come to you. Most of y'all are just standing here with this magnet, just sliding around from left to right, right to left, left to right, and nothing ever gets to you. Okay? I remember reading that when I was 19 years old, talking about metal shavings and a magnet and how staying focused in one direction, what it can do for you. I only had very few words that were needed to be told to me when I started online business. Tim Chisanis was one of them, had said that I needed to focus at one way of getting out to the people. And because I had seen so many people that thought they had to learn how to do email marketing, solo ads, they had to do YouTube, they had to learn how to do Facebook, they had to learn how to do whatever in the world, how to make web pages, things like that. Every section could probably be beneficial to you right by itself, right? It's not trying to figure it all out at one time as important as just knowing two things. Number one, if you're not getting seen, you're not going to grow. And number two, that you needed to focus in one of those directions. It didn't matter which one I really focused at, to be honest. I just wanted to learn to master one way of staying focused. So when I first started, it was Facebook. And so when I stayed focused at Facebook, y'all, the leads started coming in because I knew I wasn't going to quit. I'd get the right kind of attitude. I knew I was getting seen in the world of Facebook and group posting. I just need to learn how to stand out. I need to learn how to get those leads coming in. When those leads come in, then I need to address the new issue. What's the new issue? How to get them to convert. When they started converting, then what's the new thing that I had to address? Getting them to upsell. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn every step of the way, looking for the weakest point. I would rather stay focused in one direction and learn each step like that than trying to learn 10 different things at one time and not getting nowhere and watching people get burned out. And what's worse, going from business to business thinking there's something wrong with the businesses. There's nothing wrong with the businesses. The best business in the world, y'all, is a page with nothing but a bunch of zeros on it. It's not what the business is. It's what you think of that business and what you do with it. Do you believe in it? And do people get to hear what you think about it? That is more valuable than anything. If you had the best business in the world sitting here and you decide to take this business over here, it doesn't matter that this one isn't as good as this one. It's what you think of it that matters. It's what you think of it that matters, y'all. That's really the difference. Because people are going to follow you. They're going to listen to you. And if you believe in that business, that's what they're going to do. I wanted to take a second, y'all. I just want to tell you, sometimes staying focused, y'all, it gives you the benefits of so many different things. I'm going to show you. Like I said, I have never made this much money, and I've made more than this, y'all. I want to show you. This was at 1682 earlier. And since then, I've had 2 more gold members and a diamond. So that's another $40 and $140. So let's see, where is that going to put me at? I can't find where I was at. Okay, so another $140. So that's That's $1,800, y'all. $1,820. $1,822.50. $1,822.50 using my primary, I'm not even using my primary business, but my tools itself. That's absolutely incredible. But do you know what? I kind of expected it was going to happen in the first place because of the fact that I was giving the attention instead of my primary business all the time. Now, I will tell you this. Any video I did, every one I did, I mentioned Yellow Brick Road, I mentioned Power Lead Systems, and I mentioned Exitus Elite. And I did not get massive numbers of hundreds of views. You don't necessarily need that. If you believe in it, people can sense it. It's about people connecting with you. You understand what I'm saying? That's the difference. When people connected you, they're going to start coming through. That's what I'm looking for more. And y'all, I am someone who used to get massive lead numbers every day. And I'm telling you, it is not a lead race. It really is not a lead race. I learned something with every business I've done. And what I've learned since being an Exitus Elite, if I had to choose between 100 Facebook leads a day with people who sort of maybe kind of connect with me, maybe, I hope, it's a list, I grant you. it's an email. Someone eventually, hopefully, they'll connect with me. Or if I had to choose between them or 9, 10 leads a day where they came from YouTube and they watched and listened to me and they connected with me, that's where my money gets made. That's where I get paid. That's where phone calls come in that are people who are on the fence and they're looking to get into the business. And they want to know, am I real? Am I going to answer the phone? That's all they're really looking for. Those people are the ones right by myself, by itself. I could use my phone calls and live comfortably every month off my phone calls alone, and I was not doing paid advertisement or getting these massive lead numbers. Now, I grant you, when I first started, I was just like everybody else, leads, and as many leads as I can get. And yes, you want to get those leads and pages. But if they connect with you on YouTube, give you a good example, y'all. They connect with me on YouTube, they watch 2 or 3 of my videos, they ain't even had to hit that link, y'all, and they've already know what I'm about. You understand what I'm saying? That funnel could be nothing more than a sign-up page, and it would still work just because of the fact that they've already connected with me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Something I've learned that a lot of people I don't think are getting right now. So if you are new in online business and you really like to get going, this is what you need, y'all. Power Lead Systems, you're going to come in, you want to go gold. This is diamond right here, 147 one time. You make $100 every time someone falls on your pay line. It's absolutely incredible. You do not want to leave this money laying around. I've made over 150 diamonds in the last year and a half. For me alone, not including the pass-ups I've gotten. So yes, you do not want to leave that around. 147 one time, you make $100 every time. And it goes pass-ups as well, y'all. If this is you up here at the top and you sponsored me and I didn't go diamond, but I sponsored the next 10 people and none of them went diamond, the 11th one goes diamond, it bypasses every one of us and will go to you. You get that $100 even though you don't know who they are. I don't even know who they are. It doesn't matter. You're the next one in line. It's a beautiful thing. And every one of us would get an email letting them know they just lost $100. You understand what I'm saying? How many of those would it take before you start doing, letting this go? If you are planning on doing your business seriously and you have not upgraded, you're just waiting to lose money. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. No one should be doing Power Lead Systems without at minimum taking diamond. I would go ahead and say go ahead and bite the bullet, get both out of the way. I've gotten 7 platinums in the last, in about last 3 months. And this is a platinum right here. This is $400 right here, right? It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So you do want to come through, go ahead and go gold, go ahead and go diamond. If you can go platinum, go ahead and do it, y'all. There are no pass-ups beyond you. Every person that's down below, doesn't matter how many people there are, where they fall at, you'll be getting paid platinums. Out of the $497 you pay one time, you make $400. If I was underneath you and I'm platinum like I am, that's why it's green, then if I got paid $400, you get paid $50 just because you were platinum as well and had sponsored me. It had nothing else to do with it. So even if that would have took place, you're looking at $350 that you would have made in the last 3 months just because of the fact that I got paid for being platinum. Don't let this money behind. Don't leave it laying around, y'all. You deserve to do this and get this money. I have one lady in my downline, she lost 5 diamonds in a platinum. 5 diamonds in a platinum before she could afford or decide to quit losing money. And that's exactly what it is. First month in Power Lead Systems, y'all, I made over $700. More than half of it came from diamonds. So understand, diamonds is a massive way of making really good income while I was not even focusing at Power Lead Systems. I was focusing at a primary business. Power Lead Systems is the backbone business that lets me make my own funnels. This is exactly, that's what you'll go through. And look, y'all, Yellow Brick Road is a beast of a share code. Go through, check it out. It's got Exitus lead already built in. If you don't want to do Exitus, that's fine. At least come through. Go ahead and get yourself squared away for Power Lead Systems. Got an awesome Facebook group, y'all. If you are an Exitus Elite, y'all, $1,000 paid over and over. Like I said before, I know I've shown this to a couple of y'all. 40,000 in 30 days ain't no joke in Exitus Elite. If you go through, and if you want to know how good this funnel is, okay, first of all, you got Exitus Elite right here. As soon as they click through to get started, there's another one talking about Exitus Elite. There's Exitus Elite, and down here, bam, there's another button for Exitus Elite. If they are not doing it, they're going to say no to it several times in the process. That's the kind of funnel you want. And not only that, y'all, and you know, I'm gonna be doing pictures like this inside Yellow Brick Road. There's gonna be others in there. I'm gonna be showing all sorts of proof of income, things of that nature. Let me see if I can find another picture I did. Here's one. I wound up making another diamond that was a pass up. I've had several. This has been the last few days, but anyhow. But yeah, this little picture like this is going to get people to want to upgrade. And if you're sitting there bringing these people in, and you're not diamond, you're not platinum, you're gonna hate yourself. And I know what a good Facebook group would do, because y'all, when I first got those first, you know, that first month in Power Lead Systems, they got upgrades because of the Facebook group itself. And these are a lot of the exact same people. We're going to do that. That's why I'm pushing this Facebook group. And Exitus Elite, same way, y'all. You don't want to not be qualified for Exitus Elite at the $1,000 level and be giving up these, you know, $1,000 payments, because I know what that can do for you. It is life changing. Click the link down below, y'all. You need to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and at minimum, go ahead and get in Power Lead Systems, not just gold, but go ahead and go diamond. It's the best 147 you'll ever spend. Don't wait around and lose money and start getting these emails and saying, hey, I wish, because there is no getting it back. When that email comes through, you've lost that. It's already gone in. I'm saying, so don't think, oh, I'm gonna wait for the first one and didn't. No, don't, just don't. I remember losing my first $400 platinum, and it was in the first 30 days or 35th day, I believe, that I had been inside of Power Lead Systems. Y'all, go ahead and don't lose money. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Click the link down below. Be tickled death to get you started. You check out the Yellow Brick Road. Go through that, man. All you got to do, seriously, hit the Yellow Brick Road if it is right here. I've also just recently added it to this one. You can click Yellow Brick Road, you know, anywhere where you see it. Go through, look at the whole thing, y'all. And once you're done, just go ahead and get yourself positioned. And once you're done, you have a working, incredible funnel with a great Facebook group that I'm going to be participating in. A lot of great people are going to be participating in. And we're going to not only help you get sales, but we're going to help your downline. They're all going to want to upgrade. So go ahead and get yourself qualified. If you need anything, just let me know, y'all. Appreciate it.